Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another Fabletics Men home workout edition. Today, you're joining me in my home garage where I have a leg workout for you. We're gonna break this down into 2 circuits, each circuit comprising of 3 exercises. The first circuit looks like this. Some basic lunges to warm up, then we're moving into some explosive plyometric jumps. Our third one, we're finishing off with some hip bridges for the hamstrings. Moving into our second circuit, we're gonna start with the wall ropes, great for cardiovascular, and we're gonna include some split lunge jumps in there as well. Then onto some back bench lunge overhead presses. We're gonna work the shoulders, the core, and the legs again using some weight. And then we're gonna finish off with some goblet squats for the quads and thighs. 3 circuits for each one. We're gonna perform this for time, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and 60 seconds for each circuit. Okay, before we get started with today's workout, I want to share with you the brand new Fabletics Men July collection, and especially these awesome solar fade shorts. We've got the inner linings underneath, so perfect when we're explosively jumping up and getting down low during those wall ropes and the goblet squat. We've got pockets at the side, concealed pocket at the back, another concealed pocket at the back here. So great for keeping all of your valuables in there when training. Really comfortable waistband here. And I paired this with this navy blue front row tank. As always, check the link in the description below. Find out more about the Fabletics Men VIP. You get 50% off your entire first order. And get this, buy anything you want, wear it, use it, live in it, 45 days. If you're not completely happy with it, send it back, get your money back, no questions asked. It's a win-win. All right, let's get started with the first of our 2 circuits in today's home garage Fabletics Men leg workout. Let's get to it. Okay, so our first exercise is a back lunge. We're gonna start with just body weight, really warm up, mobilize the muscles, knees, hips, ankle joints. So for the first round of this first circuit, we're just gonna ease into it, mentally and physically prepare ourselves, and then we can start to up the ante by the second round once everything's really warmed up. So what I'm doing with these back lunges, stepping back, toe down first, heel up, lunge down so that my back knee is vertically stacked under my hips. Both knees are about a 90-degree angle. And I'm just alternating each leg, left and right. And with your hands, you do what I'm doing, bringing them towards the chest. If you want, place them behind the head. Or as you'll see in round 2, we'll keep some dumbbells at our sides to add some weight as well. All right, exercise number 2, plyo squats or squat thrusts. For this, we're simply gonna use our body weight. We're gonna cushion the landing, bend our knees, and then explode right back up using our arms as momentum. So 30 seconds of these, and you're gonna feel the quads start to burn. Push the hips back, don't extend the knees over the toes, and use that full head to toe power, explode up. Taking a breath in as we land, exhale as we jump up. Exercise number 3 of round 1, hip bridges for the hamstrings. This one is a real killer for the back of the legs. We're gonna go down, make sure your shoulder blades are pressed into the ground, feet firmly flat on the ground. You're gonna lay your arms at the side, but palms rotated upwards, therefore we're less likely to press down. And just rest your head down. We're gonna push up through the heels, drive our hips up, squeezing the glutes, and engaging the hamstrings at the top. Lower back down as soon as your butt touches the floor. Drive it back up explosively, and engage the muscles at the top. 30 seconds. At the top, you should be forming a straight line from your knees down through your hips to your shoulders. So make sure you really project your hips up. Okay, for round 2 with our back lunges, I'm gonna increase the intensity by using a stability disc on my front leg. It's really gonna force me to use my stabilizer muscles, work my core a lot more, as well as my balance and just general agility. So let's put this into use. We've got our front leg on, Now with this one, I'll perform singles, keeping the arms in front of my chest, or out to the side, or over the head again. Each one a little bit more challenging than the last. Now, even though we're using a stability disc and no additional weight on here, the intensity of the exercise is increased. So you're actually gonna feel more muscle fibers fire up and become involved, or at least that's what it's gonna feel like, more so than just body weight on the floor alone. Oh, it's no joke. So, front foot center. Again, making sure that back knee is stacked under your hips, and just try and keep it smooth and fluid for the duration of the time. Now, during our third round, if you want, you can use dumbbells. And for this one, we can go back to alternating back step lunge. So, 1 foot back, keeping the weights at the side, and just slowly lowering that knee down so long as it doesn't touch the floor. Barbell, dumbbell, kettlebell, sandbag, water jugs, anything just to add some extra weight to this movement. And remember, this one is for time, 60 seconds. So if you need to, perform as many as you can with the weights. And then once you've hit failure, if you're still within that 60-second time frame, put the weights down and continue to rep it out just with body weight. Woo. All right, so for round 2 of these Plyo Jumps, we're gonna step things up using a weighted vest. This one's about 20 pounds. If you don't have a vest, dumbbells, sandbags, something that you can hold that increases the overall resistance that you're having to force up. I love the weight vest simply because it's on my body, I don't have to hold it. I can continue using my hands as I was before. So, really explode up, land all of your feet down on the heels. I'll also keep the vest on for round 3, or because we're increasing the time from 30 to 45 to 60 seconds. If you need to, you can always reduce the weight by taking off the belt, dropping the dumbbells down, and finishing with just your body weight until the end of time. Right, for round 2 of this first circuit, we're gonna bring back in the stability disc for either both feet together, forming our hip bridges, or a single leg, which I'm gonna go with for this example. I'm actually gonna raise one leg up, keeping my heel in line with that bent knee. And as I push down on that one leg, oh gosh, I can feel that hamstring really have to work to not just lift my body weight up from one leg, but also to keep me stable and balanced as I do so. If you thought that training legs without weight isn't going to be beneficial, you haven't tried this one yet. This feels the same as any sort of stiff-legged deadlift or hamstring curl once you hit that point of failure. And of course, we'd switch over and perform the same time, 45 seconds for the other leg. It's intense. And for round 3 of this exercise, if you want, stick with the stability disc or add an extra weight over your hips like this. We're gonna hold onto it with our hands and feet firmly flat on the ground. Drive up. It's only about 20 pounds, but makes a difference, and you certainly feel it in hamstrings. All right, here we go. Circuit 2, 3 new exercises, 3 sets, and once again, 30, 45, and 60 seconds per round. We're gonna start things off with the wall ropes. We're gonna do some split lunge jumps, although for the first circuit, I'm just gonna do lunges alternating back and forth. 30 seconds, it's tough on the arms, shoulders, especially the legs and core. Let's get to it. All right, for round 2, we're gonna add that split lunge jump in, an explosive lunge and switch legs in the air. So something like this. You guessed it, round 3, we're going to increase the intensity even more. And the only way is really add extra weight through a weight vest, or if split lunge jumps alone are enough for you, try and hold that intensity for the full duration of the 60 seconds. Let's get it. And so here we are, round 2, exercise 2. We have our bench lunge combined with an overhead dumbbell press. This one's really challenging. I'm going to jump right into it using the dumbbells. Medium weight, not too heavy, but enough to push me for those 30 seconds. Dumbbells up, I got my toes down on the bench. I'm going to lower down, and as I push back up, I'm going to start my overhead press. So I'm really extending the weights over as I'm at the top of that rep after lunging down. Therefore, I've got the added weight for the lunge and also the stability of the weight, but then driving the weights up, working my shoulders and keeping the core tight. Now this one's really challenging. So instead of 30 seconds at each leg, if you want to split it, 15 and 15 until we reach that time limit. Now, for rounds 2 and 3 of the second circuit, you can just increase the weight of the dumbbells, but I'm going to keep it more challenging by adding weight in the form of my vest, which instead of pushing extra weight overhead, I've now got extra weight on me, an extra 20 pounds additional mass for the duration of these lunges and presses. I find it more challenging than just adding weight alone. 45 seconds. So if you want to, give yourself about 22 seconds each leg and then cross it over. I'll also do the same for round 3 and to keep the weight vest on. And if I need to, drop the weight and get the final few burnout reps. Here we are, exercise 3, round 2, goblet squat. We're going to use a dumbbell, kettlebell, sandbag, water jug, just anything to add some weight. We're going to hold it like this at our chest. Take your feet out a little wider than shoulder width, toes slightly pointing outwards and keeping the weight at our chest. We're gonna bend our knees, take our hips back into that deep squat, little slower down, get the upper legs parallel with the floor and then drive it up. We're not going to full lockout here, just enough to give the quads a little flex up at the top. 30 seconds, that's what we need for the first round, and then rounds 2 and 3. If you ask me, I'm going to keep the same weight and just try and work that muscular endurance, keeping it for 45 seconds and 60 seconds for each of those rounds. All right, and there we have it. Today's Fabletics Men Home Garage workout, all about legs. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm absolutely gassed and drenched. I've got a thermometer on the wall over there, 91 degrees Fahrenheit. I've been sipping water throughout. I've been sweating. I've really been working hard. And you know what? I feel it. Legs are burning. Feels like I've been in the gym lifting weights for an hour. And I've been in here for about 35 minutes from start to finish, getting it all done. So the proof is in the pudding when it comes to working out at home, pushing your intensity and getting the most out of it. For more on the Fabletics Men July collection, including these awesome solar fade shorts along with the rest of their collection, check out the link in the video below. You can get 50% off your first order. And listen guys, Fabletics, man, their quality is unbeatable. I used to wear all of the expensive shorts, the t-shirts, the tank tops. That kind of stuff is not cheap. This is affordable, high quality. You've seen it on all of my socials. I wear it around my house when I'm at work, especially when training. It's unbeatable. So click, give it a try, see what you like. And like I said, 45, wear and return. If you're not happy with it, you get your money back. So you can't lose. All right, make sure you subscribe. Drop me a comment as to what you want to see next, whether I'm in the kitchen, in the house, back at the studio, outside on location, or just here in my home garage, just working out and getting my sweat on. All right, remember guys, greatness demands everything, okay? I'll see you soon, take care.